Hey, how you doing? My name's Ryan, and today I'm taking a look at some recently announced LEGO sets that I otherwise wouldn't get the chance to talk about. Think of it like a first look roundup, with the main goal of finding out which sets you should buy before the year's up. And to do so, I'm playing Stud or Dud. Now, if you're new to the channel, studs you want to buy, duds not so much. Now, this is just my opinion. If you want to buy every single one of these sets the day they come out, or want nothing to do with any of these sets, that's totally fine, be my guest. I just hope you use videos like these to make smarter buying decisions. And hey, if you like these videos, maybe hit that subscribe button below. Our first set is the Batman Tumbler. Retails for $230 and includes two figures. Basically a remake of the 2014 large-scale Tumbler, this new Batman set includes revised prints of the Christian Bale Batman and the Heath Ledger Joker and a large, bulky vehicle. If LEGO wanted to remake the large-scale Tumbler set, why not make it different? Why not go for the camo design from Dark Knight Rises, or maybe include a different figure like Harvey Dent? This just feels like a set we've gotten before because we've literally gotten this set before from LEGO Batman and LEGO DC. So I don't really have much to add here. Dud. How about the Batman Batmobile Tumbler Scarecrow Showdown? $40, two figures. I am immensely more excited for this set than I am the giant tumbler. The scale looks great, the design looks wonderful, and it feels right at home with the dozens of other small Batmobiles, but with different enough elements to stand out. It's also a relatively inexpensive way to get a new Christian Bale Batman figure and a brand new Scarecrow figure pulled right from Batman Begins. And the addition of the Fear Toxin Batman head is just fantastic. This is easily one of the better iterations of the hundreds of small-scale Batman vehicles we get. Even if the $40 price tag is a little steep, usually vehicle and two figures goes for about $30, so yeah, 40 is a bit high. I think there is value here. Stud. How about Camp Nou, FC Barcelona? Retails for $350. The stadium sets are a really fascinating offshoot of the architecture line, whereas the scale is slightly larger, but the aesthetic still feels the same. With Camp Nou, there are some fantastic details from the stadium lights, colored seats, glass front, and overhang. The overall build technique used to achieve the oddly round shape of the arena is just fabulous. Even as someone who isn't really a fan of soccer, I can really appreciate the build technique and detail added to this set. But it is a big ticket item, even more expensive than the Manchester United set. It's also a 20-inch square basically, so it could be really difficult to display without a wide shelf. And while it looks great in the end, I'm sure the process of building would be incredibly repetitive given the nature of stadiums. All of those columns to make, the rows upon rows of seats, I feel like the build would probably become mindless. And isn't the point of LEGO to enjoy both the build and the display? Dud. Next up is the LEGO Ideas Fender Stratocaster. Retails for $100. When I first heard this was picked as a LEGO Idea set, I wasn't expecting a one-to-one guitar, so I'm not let down by the scale as much as other people are. The shape on the guitar is well done and accurate, and the details on the neck and strings are nice, even if they are incredibly small. The addition of the extra colored body is cool in theory, but I really wish those pieces went towards a larger guitar. The amplifier is a great addition and makes this whole set a really nice display piece, but the level of attention to the black box is definitely lower than the guitar. And I have to give LEGO some credit here. They didn't try to include some sort of gimmick of an app that you can play the guitar like the piano, so this set feels more of a celebration of Fender as a brand rather than a host for a LEGO gimmick, even if the set is a bit smaller than people expected. I think this one's a stud. How about Queer Eye, the Fab 5 Loft? $100, 7 minifigures. The next LEGO TV show set looks pretty good to me, if not a little bit cramped. I am glad, however, that they got rid of the studio lights that are seen on the Friends and Seinfeld set. I think the Fab 5 Loft looks cleaner without them. I don't watch the show much, but there are some details that really stand out to me. The hung-up, handless torso clothing rack is something a lot of us have done for years, so it's nice to see this technique become official. My other favorite element is the TV itself, adorned with the logo and cast. The figures look quite nice with some new hair pieces and face prints, and a high heel leg print on Jonathan. That's a nice touch. The before and after makeover turntable for Kathy reminds me of those Darth Vader transformation sets. At $100, this set is more expensive than your regular sitcom set, but I think there's enough value here, and maybe this shows LEGO's openness to creating larger TV show sets. I think this is a stud. And finally, the Mario question mark block at $169. I'm not entirely sure if I understand LEGO's MO with Mario. They've tried wildly different sets, from an AR-based game you can play with your phone, to a celebration of Nintendo with the NES, and now with this question mark block. It really makes me think if LEGO has a plan for the Mario brand. This set is a large question mark block with a flip-out mechanic revealing micro-scale levels from Super Mario 64. Don't get me wrong, the block itself looks nice, very accurate, nice plating. The mechanic seems to work well from the video LEGO put out. The micro levels look fine, they're tiny builds with a few color details and printed tiles. Honestly, the more I look at this set, the more I like the look of it. I just don't like the decision to make this set. The Micro Mario and Peach are incredibly infuriating, as including minifigures in this set would have made perfect sense. And even within the set, there are some detailed new tile prints, making the figures feel even lazier. The overall concept is certainly creative, I just don't think it's the right move. If LEGO were to make a series of level sets without AR, they could have made micro-creations of very famous Mario levels without the underlying gimmick. And I think gimmick is the right word here. So far, the Mario sets have felt gimmicky. The app eventually stopped working only a few months after the initial sets released, rendering the game useless. The NES was more of a celebration of Nintendo, and the gimmick of the working TV actually worked with the set. And now this question mark box feels more like LEGO using Mario as a vessel for experimentation, rather than finding the best set for the IP. So yes, while LEGO needs to keep pushing the bar of what a set can be and how we interact with the brand, is Mario the best theme to experiment with? I don't think so, but that's just my thoughts. Also, the question mark box did not appear in Super Mario 64 at all, but that's just a nerd complaint. So I'm torn because I like the way this set looks, I'm just not a fan of the philosophy behind it. So I'm gonna go with dud. I want LEGO to keep making Mario sets, I'm just not a fan of them constantly experimenting with the brand when I think they know what we really want. I probably won't get this set, but I could see how someone would either love or hate the question mark block. So those are my thoughts on some upcoming LEGO sets. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below, and if you have not done so already, be sure to vote for the art kit on LEGO Ideas, also linked below. And as always, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching.